Hello everybody, it's Michelle and I've got another springtime bead charm for you guys today. We're going to be doing pea pods, and in the area where I live, about mid to late March is time for planting peas, so I thought it was a good time to do this little bead charm. And this was inspired by these beads right here, and they just look like peas to me. I don't know if you guys can see, but they've got little crackle designs in them, and they're just the perfect little peas, and that's the first thing that I thought of when I saw them. So I went on the hunt online for some sort of charm that could be the pod, and I found some plastic, sort of whimsical, childlike ones if you want to give this to a child, and I thought that would be really cute. And I also found some in an antique brass that I thought would be really pretty and not quite so childlike. Either way, it's very whimsical to wear a pea pod on your necklace, so I thought it was really cute. And then I just really thought of some alternate options you could use for beads, and I had these green pearls, and I like that they're larger, and with the scale of the pea pod, it's really going to look like a really full pod full of peas that way, and I thought that would be really fun too. So I'm going to go ahead and do all three of these for you today, and they go together so super quick and they're so simple. And let me go ahead and get you guys some measurements while I'm at it. These here were some beads that were gifted to me that I was just kind of looking through and got the idea. So I'm not really sure where you could find a link, and these are about 8 millimeters by about 6. They're sort of a squashed kind of rondelle shape. So like I said, I don't know where to get these. They were gifted to me, but you could look online. Any sort of 8 millimeter bead is going to work. I will be able to put links for the leaf charms, and then you can just add any 8 millimeter green bead that you find online to go with that. You could use pearls, and obviously much larger than the 8 millimeter if you want to go with that. And this is about a 12 millimeter pearl. So anything in that range, 8, 10, or 12 millimeters is going to work. And you could use pearls, you could use agate, you could use glass beads, you could use painted wooden beads, anything you want to use for your peas. And for each pod, I've just got my pea beads. I'm going to use 3 for this one, 5 for this one, and then again 3 down here when I'm using the larger beads. So you can just sort of gauge that yourself and see what fits yours best according to what beads you're using. And then I've got a 2-inch head pin and a large jump ring. This is probably about a 7 or 8 millimeter. That is about a 7 millimeter. And that large jump ring is just going to serve as the pendant bell, so you won't even need to add a bell. And I'll go ahead and get you guys a measurement on the leaf beads as well. My plastic one here is right at about 50 millimeters. And my antique bronze, counting the loop and all, is more like about 65 millimeters. So we're just going to take our 2-inch head pin and put our pea beads straight onto that. And you guys know that normally with a bead charm I would hold everything firmly down and bend that over right at the top of my bead formation, whatever that may be. But today I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to hold it where I want it to hang within the pod. And I'm going to give it a bend right there. I'm going to put my pliers right above where my thumbnail is, and that's where I'm going to create my bend. And then I can cut that down to about 1/4 of an inch beyond that bend right there. And roll that into a loop with my round nose pliers. And then that gives a little extra length, but that's going to cause it to hang where we need it to for our pendant. So we just take our large jump ring, loop that pod on, and then our peas, and close that right back up. And there you can see we've got our peas dangling down where we want them to be. So with that jump ring going in that direction, it's perfect to just slide the chain right through there and hang it onto your necklace right by the jump ring. So for our next one, with the longer leaf or pod, I'm going to put 5, and these I think were intended to be sort of like a feather type of thing, and it's just got some painted stripes on the back. I don't think it's going to be seen hanging this way, and I'm just going to leave it, but I think probably you could just take that right off with some fingernail polish remover or something like that if it bothers you. I just thought it would be okay back there just like it is. And I'm going to string on my 5 peas. Now in this case, I think that I'm not going to need to cut anything off from my head pin. So I'm just going to grab a hold of that about a 1/4 inch down and give it a bend. And then I can just roll that into a loop. And it's ready to go straight onto our pendant. And then we're just going to pick up our jump ring, add on our leaf pendant, and our strand of peas. I think that is so cute. If you need to, you can give a little bit of a bend to your loop there to help it lay flat against your pendant. And then just close that jump ring up. And now for our large one. We've got our large 12mm pearl peas. And again, I'm not going to cut anything off of my head pin. Just going to give it a bend, about a 1/4 inch down. Roll that into a loop. And then pick up your large jump ring, add on your leaf, and then your peas, and close that right up. And again, hold that to see how it's going to lay for you, and see if you need to give a bend to your loop there to help it lay like it should. And I think those are so cute. I'll get you guys some photos of these in the hanging position so you can get more of a feel for how they would actually hang on the pendant, and I'll include that at the end for you guys. I just really wanted to share this idea with you guys just in time for springtime and planting peas. I'm so happy with the way they turned out. I think they are so cute. You guys leave a comment below and let me know if you like them. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a like over on my Facebook page, and be sure to join our Facebook group, Crafty Minds. Also follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have the links to all of those in the description below, so be sure and check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.